said, I was in contact with a number of WNBA coaches yesterday about this topic of the officiating in the WNBA, and all of them said it needs to get better. Specifically, the consistency, not only from one game to the next, but the consistency within a game. One coach told me, we tell our players to be as physical as they can possibly be for 40 minutes because we know for 38 of them, they're pretty much going to get away with it. So I think everybody would like to see.
What Rebecca Lobo revealed about Caitlin Clark isn't just surprising. It's the kind of truth that forces the league to take a hard look in the mirror. Clark doesn't just get guarded like other players. She gets picked up full court. She gets blitzed more than anyone in WNBA history.
Caitlin Clark regularly gets picked up in the full court. She also gets blitzed more over the course of her career than any player in WNBA history.
And that's not just a random stat. Rebecca Lobo, who's seen this league inside out, said herself, Clark is one of the hardest players to officiate. Why? Because she's under constant aggressive pressure every minute she's out there. And here's the real kicker. Coaches know this. They tell their teams straight up, be as physical as you want for all 40 minutes. You'll get away with it.
Talking about Steph Curry, and you said he's the greatest shooter God ever created. On Saturday, Caitlin Clark certainly looked like that for the WNBA in terms of what she was able to do. As a player, you know, she finished last year 4th in MVP voting. This is a player this year is second favorite right now in MVP, right behind Nafisa Collier. You know, last year she was the best guard.
Let that sink in for a second. So this isn't just rough defense, it's a plan. It's a loophole. Coaches know refs won't call every foul, so they push it. They push it until Clark's poked in the eye, shoved to the floor, or stuck fighting through double teams the whole game, and the refs
see the hand checking, you need to call it. I saw some other footage with JC Sheldon guarding Caitlin Clark, and she was slapping Caitlin the entire.
Rebecca Lobo didn't just drop this casually. She talked to multiple coaches who admit they use this strategy. They push the refs to the limit because they know the whistle won't blow every time. So instead of seeing Clark's talent shine, we get to see her fight for space while people hand check, grab, and hit her for 40 minutes straight. And what happens when refs don't step in? Things boil over. We saw it when Mabrey poked Clark in the eye. We see it every game with hard fouls and unnecessary roughness. It's not accidental. It's what happens when early contact is ignored and players test how far they can go. Even coaches like Stephanie White are fed up. She said it straight. If refs don't clean this up, someone's gonna get hurt. And guess what? Clark's already getting battered every single night. She's not just getting covered, she's getting targeted. Gabby Williams spoke up too, pointing out how this physical mess leads to injuries. She's living proof. Less than 2 free throws a game despite playing super physical? Come on, man. Fans didn't sign up to watch wrestling matches on a basketball court. They want skill. They want to see Clark pull up from the logo, drain deep threes, and make insane plays. Not get hacked with no calls. And the mental side? People forget that. Clark's not just beat up physically, she's frustrated mentally. Imagine getting slapped, grabbed, shoved, and then penalized the second you complain. That's Clark's world right now. She's expected to eat every hit, keep quiet, and play nice. Rebecca Lobo knows exactly how wrong this is. She's not some random analyst. She's Liberty royalty, a WNBA legend. When she calls it out, people listen. She's seen how this cheap physicality drags the game down, pushes skill to the side, and risks big injuries. Remember that Liberty game? Clark got hammered, no whistle. She snapped at the ref. Boom, technical foul. Lobo, calling the game live, said that was understandable. She's been hit all night, the foul was obvious, and the refs missed it again. And Lobo didn't hold back when she sat with Stephen A. Smith either. She called Clark the best guard in the league. That's big respect. She compared her shooting to Steph Curry's. So it's not just fans hyping her up, it's legends who know what greatness looks like. Courtney Williams made a point too. If someone tackled her teammate the way Clark's been tackled, there'd be a brawl. Players shouldn't have to take protection into their own hands. That's the ref's job. But when they don't do it, tempers boil over. And here's the bigger picture. Clark isn't just a superstar, she's the face of this new WNBA era. She's bringing in fans who never watched before. She's filling arenas. If the league can't protect its biggest draw, what message does that send? And what happens when the next star faces the same treatment? Lobo's not alone in wanting change. Coaches want tighter whistles, more consistent calls, not just from game to game, but within games too. One missed call 1 minute, then a soft foul the next, it messes up the whole flow. So what's the fix? Lobo laid it out. The league needs to train refs better, enforce flagrant fouls for reckless contact, and stop letting coaches exploit this loophole. Dangerous closeouts, reckless dives, fouls that risk ACLs, review them, call them, hand out real penalties so players think twice before taking cheap shots. When refs blow the whistle early, everything changes. No more eye pokes, no more random brawls. Players stick to playing basketball instead of testing how much they can get away with. Stephanie White put it best, the game is faster, more physical, more intense than ever. Officiating has to keep up. If it doesn't, players break down, fans tune out, and the league's reputation takes a hit. So yeah, this isn't just about Clark whining. It's about protecting talent, protecting the game, and making sure fans see basketball, not a street fight. Rebecca Lobo's putting the league on notice. And maybe, just maybe, they'll finally listen before someone gets seriously hurt and the fans who showed up for highlights start leaving because all they see is chaos. If you've got thoughts, sound off below. Is the league doing enough? Should they tighten up the calls? And hey, hit subscribe if you want more real talk like this. Let's hold the league accountable together.